My name is Neha Sandhu. I'm the admin of Australian Stuck in India Facebook group and working closely with the parents of unaccompanied minors since June 2020. We have a WhatsApp group for unaccompanied minor parents as well as a Facebook page, Fly the Kids Home. This WhatsApp group is a platform of hope for the parents that our child will be the next one to return back. It took about a year for DFAT to figure out the plan for the unaccompanied minors. In past 3 months, many citizen and resident children were able to return back. But still, DFAT is lacking to serve justice for the parents, citizen and resident parents who have some unexceptional circumstances. For example, where they applied exemption for somebody who was outside the immediate family unit, the exemption got rejected multiple times. Some got exemption on the condition that parent cannot join the child at Darwin. The child has to quarantine with the guardian who is accompanying the child during flight. DFAT consular officer's role in some cases was just to collect the paperwork and submit it to the flight team. It is sad a 3-year-old girl has to quarantine with the mother's friend. Some of the parents unwillingly accepted this proposal as they were desperate for the return of their child. If the parents get proposal from the consular officer of getting exemption to go to India, bring back the child and then quarantine at Darwin, then what is the problem if child was traveling back with the guardian? Why not a parent from their own city can travel to Darwin to join the child in the quarantine? This shows the lack of coordination between DFAT and anti-health team. There is a biggest concern. There are significant number of children who are visa holder. These children are awaiting to return back to their parents. The trauma of separation for the visa holder parent is same as the citizen parent has. Their travel exemptions are rejected multiple times because of their visa subclass. And some of them got reply that they can leave the country to reunite with their child, which is not a fair treatment. I request to the authorities to reconsider the plea of these visa holder parents also. The other front were me and a dedicated team of volunteers who are working to support the returning traveler in Qantas flight WhatsApp groups. It's really sad to witness that the returned travelers were treated as numbers only. In many cases, the criteria of vulnerability is still lacking. Whosoever booked the flight in the first few minutes of the email were able to return back. I know many personal stories of the vulnerable people who had long wait. Some of them are still waiting and some chose to travel via extra expensive flights with long haul. The criteria of capping also seems to be failed when there is a large-scale community transmission, and the promise of dedicated quarantine facilities remained a promise only. I'm hoping the country to achieve the target of 80% vaccination soon so that the normal air travel be restored back. The struggle of 18 months of stranded people, only those people can understand who were stranded overseas or some of the family member was stranded overseas. Our fellow countrymen inside the country only judged them and outcasted them. I'm hoping for the good times soon.